Search crews comb a Kentucky lake after someone reported a swimmer down. The friend of a southern Kentucky woman shot to death is talking about her murder. And a group in Jessamine County is raising money for a puppy found abandoned and starving near an apartment complex.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. WKYT News starts now with breaking news.
Kentucky State Police are investigating a deadly boating accident at the Burnside Marina on Lake Cumberland. You're watching WKYT. I'm Kristen Kennedy. Emergency management leaders in Pulaski County say one man is dead and one woman injured. The couple, we're told, was trying to tie up their houseboat when the woman injured her ankle. Emergency management crews say her husband died trying to help her. They believe he got caught between the houseboat and the bank. We're told the couple is from out of state. And in Whitley County, rescue crews have wrapped up their search for the victim of a possible drowning. Crews say just after 4:30 today, a couple reported a teenager who went under the water at the spillway at Laurel Lake. Crews spent the evening searching but did not find anyone. WKYT's Garrett Weimer is in Whitley County. He has our top story.
Crews called it quits and pulled off the water shortly before dark, but they searched for hours after getting that report that a teenage boy had drowned. At this point, however, not only have they not found a body, they haven't found any sign of such a teenager being here. According to the Whitley County Emergency Management Director, a husband and wife reported seeing a teen in the water go down a couple of times, then his hand come up. Crews spent the evening searching the lake with boats, divers, cameras, sonar, and drags. But crews say it's odd because they couldn't find anyone on the beach who knew the boy, and no one else saw it happen, we're told. They also say they couldn't find anything, no flip-flops, no hat, no cell phone left behind on the beach. Crews closed a section of the beach while rescuers searched where the boy reportedly went down, while other beachgoers played in the water nearby.
I was just trying to teach her it's dangerous out there and to be careful because it could happen, and that's what happens. It's good they do search though, I guess, but I don't think nobody drowned, did they?
The emergency management director told me the plan was to search until they're satisfied. He said divers told him the lake is about 15 feet deep where the boy reportedly went down. In Whitley County, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Whitley County's emergency management director says crews will be back out at 9 a.m. The incident could be the county's third drowning of the year and the second at the spillway. The friend of a southern Kentucky woman shot and killed Thursday is speaking with us about her murder. Officers arrested 21-year-old Isaiah Stidham and charged him with murder. They say he gunned down Sherry Collins near a home on Miller Lane in the Big Creek community. Investigators say Stidham admitted he shot Collins and told them he did so in self-defense. Collins' friend doesn't believe him.
I feel sorry for the boy that done it. I mean, it's unknown why he done it. We don't know. Only the time and truth, it'll come out eventually.
Stidham is at the Clay County Detention Center. He's scheduled to be arraigned Monday morning. 2 people are recovering after a crash in Lexington this evening. The wreck happened just before 5:30 on the outer loop of New Circle near the Leestown Road exit. Police say a Volkswagen crossed the grassy median and hit another car head-on. Both drivers went to the hospital with minor injuries. State police are investigating an interesting theft in Lexington. Leaders at the Bluegrass Airport tell us they arrested someone who was arriving at the airport today and charged him with theft. Jeffrey Alcorn is in the jail in Lexington facing 2 counts of theft by deception. His arrest record shows officers arrested him on Terminal Drive this afternoon. The break from the humidity and the heat didn't last long. We're tracking some scattered showers and thunderstorms moving back into the area. Meteorologist Jim Caldwell has an early look at the forecast. Hey, Jim.
And we are going to be tracking more of that activity. We had it out there today, Kristen, and it comes back again for us during the day tomorrow. There might be a little moisture even left across parts of eastern Kentucky out there tonight. Looks like out toward Pike County into Floyd County, just outside of our immediate area, but certainly tracking a little bit of that moisture and a little more up to the north as well. But it will get quiet as we progress through the rest of the overnight hours. Tomorrow, we'll fire them up again. Temperatures are in the 60s and 70s for the most part. You got 69 in Lexington, 70 in Richmond. You go up toward Frankfort, 70 there as well. and then more of the low 70s showing up to our south and to our east. Here's our daily breakdown, because we have a lot of things that will be changing compared to where we were just yesterday. Temps will be running around normal. Now, normal means we get into the mid-80s for daytime highs. A few storms will be back into the area on Sunday, and then we enter a period where it's not just a day or two, it's a daily threat of showers and thunderstorms, beginning with today's forecast, and that extends all the way through next weekend. We have a shot of seeing rain each and every single day. Now, that doesn't mean everybody's going to get a washout, but we will have that daily chance. We'll take a closer look at that coming up in just a few minutes.
A distribution center for flood victims in Johnson County has closed. People affected by the severe flooding last month were able to go to the staging area to receive much needed supplies and food. Organizers say recently fewer families were coming through their doors.
We get less than 20 families in per day, so versus the 50 to 70 we'd have per day in the beginning. It seems like people are kind of starting to be able to help themselves get back on their feet.
The project director says the remaining supplies will stay in Johnson County, and flood victims can pick them up at social services offices in the area. This year has been a long and painful one for two families affected by a deadly crash. 18-year-old Darley Morales Garcia died when his car ran off the road 1 year ago. 16-year-old Dolores Cepeda was in the car with him. She survived. The Cepeda says she has had a long road to recovery and says her seatbelt saved her life.
I broke my leg, I broke my spine, I broke 5 ribs. You should wear seatbelts. Just don't try to speed up, especially at night.
Cepeda says the family is struggling to pay their medical bills. The Aguas Calientes restaurants on Alexandria Drive and New Circle Road are helping them. They have donation jars out at both restaurants. People in Jessamine County raised funds today for a puppy found starving outside an apartment complex. Southern State.
She lived in a crate for the first 6 months of her life, and now she's able to get out and be out in the community and see things and meet people, meet other dogs, and every day she just gets a little bit more and more comfortable with being out and about.
This sweet pit mix puppy found lots of friends outside Southern States Saturday. Volunteers scrubbed dogs clean to raise money for the 6-month-old. She came into the Jessamine County Animal Shelter late last month. Her former owner told investigators he just didn't have time to care for her. She was down to 11 pounds, just half of what she should have weighed.
She continues to improve every day. She just gets better and better. She's doubled her body weight since she was first brought into the shelter. She weighs over 23 pounds now. Shelter leaders will continue to care for her until they can find a good forever home. And Southern States management says they'll keep supporting the shelter and the pit mix pup. The dog's former owner, Eugene Gino Floyd, is facing a second-degree animal cruelty charge. Communities across the country are honoring those who fought for our country during World War II. Camp Nelson in Jessamine County hosted a public wreath-laying ceremony today to commemorate the 70th anniversary of the end of the war. On August 15, 1945, Japan surrendered to the U.S. The ceremony at Camp Nelson was part of the movement Keep the Spirit of 45 Alive, recognizing the achievements of the brave men and women who served. Have you noticed a jump at the pump? Gas prices are up across the Commonwealth this week. In the Midwest, prices have spiked more than 50 cents. Travel experts say the increase is due to a mechanical problem at BP's Whiting refinery in Indiana. Managers shut down part of the largest refinery in the Midwest last Saturday for repairs. BP is warning customers the repairs could take 2 weeks. Thousands of people packed Woodland Park in Lexington today for the annual Woodland Art Fair. The Lexington Art League and Lexington Parks and Recreation crews have teamed up for the event for the last 40 years. More than 200 art vendors across the country are selling their work at Woodland Park.
I definitely put it on the calendar when I remember to. I always know it's going to be in August. I don't always remember the weekend, but I always remember that's going to be in August and make plans to attend either the Saturday or the Sunday.
The Woodland Art Fair runs tomorrow, too, from 10 to 5. Be sure to say hi to those of us hanging out at the WKYT booth. Tonight was one filled with food, fun, and music in Versailles. Tonight. Woodford Reserve held the Hidden Haven Hamburger Hootenanny tonight. Guests enjoyed a cocktail and buffet meal featuring barrel-staved grilled hamburgers from Hidden Haven Farm. Jerry Catherine Howell and her band Dr. Jan provided entertainment. The Kentucky football